How about now? Can you hear me now? Sorry about that, guys. Wow, I tell you what, I wanted to hit the reset button and start the show over again. Matter of fact, God, let me hit the coffee cup at least, and I'll come back in and we'll do a clean start. Hold on a second, guys. Let me just do this. At least this one. There we go. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Craps. I'm sorry, my God, I forgot the microphone. I didn't have the opening screen going. I had just a mess, man. Sorry, guys. I actually got up early today, too. I got up early on time. We walked our dogs at 7 o'clock. Boy, that puppy, I'll tell you what, man. Getting a puppy is a lot of work. Boy, he's fun, but boy, oh boy, he's killing me. Anyway, here we go, guys. I want to talk a little bit about where we are. We're doing a couple of things. Just minimize that window there. A couple of things this week. The main interesting thing is the 130, and I will get to that in a minute. And I have a screen that I put together, and I want to talk to you about why I'm doing the 130 this week and why I'm doing it the exact way that I chose to do it. And we'll talk about that. So if you have comments on what's going on with the 130, let me know in chat. Like, just put a PC in front of it. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the PC filter on so I only see PC chats. Put a PC in front of it. If you have something to say about the 130, how I'm doing it, and questions you have about why I'm doing it. I'm going to get kind of right into it today. So let's get our normal kind of, what do you call it? Just our recap going here. So first, that's the wrong. Is it the wrong one? Yeah, it is the wrong one. No, that's the right one. Oh yeah, new camera too. I replaced the other camera that was doing the fuzzy thing. So hopefully this one's a little better. The daily paycheck is going good. We had another nice one yesterday. We were 15-1 with the 678. I'm doing the quarter pounder with ease to get started. So it's 3 hits for $75, 76 across. And then we're just kind of pressing to green and going for it from that point on. For some reason, I don't know why this is. This is kind of dumb, and I know that. It's nerve-wracking to me. When I get a point set, I'm a 25-hour don't, and I have to go with 200 or 300 and whatever in odds to cover the 165 that's out there, I don't like it. I don't like that 3 rolls where I got all the massive odds out there, and it doesn't make any sense because I'm totally fine doing a $200 don't pass, right? No problem with that when I'm doing the Dolly Latterson, right? On this one, the $200 don't is bugging me, and I don't know why it is. Maybe it's because I feel like we're in more of a groove this week and I'm going to knock it off more. I don't know what it is, but it's bugging me a little bit. But it worked anyway. Yesterday, we never got 3 hits. We got 1 hit and then a 7 the first time. So $25 in the rack, reset. The next shooter, we got 2 hits and then the 7 came. So we never got our 3 hits out of the EZ like we're supposed to. But we got 1 hit once, 2 hits the second time. The 7 comes in and cleans it up. We get to go out there 76 across with a little bit of profit. It worked out. It worked out just fine. We've dodged the buckshot to this point. I know that that's coming. We're going to get buckshotted at some point. We'll have to fight back from it. So cross your fingers. It doesn't happen, but I think you know it's going to. And I kind of hope that it does because I don't want this thing to win every single day because it was super easy to win. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to just go win, win, win. And that was great because I rolled good. I'd like it to have to fight a little bit to see that it goes. There we go. Yeah, the 8 was a few times. You're right. The 8 was a few times the point. I think the 6 was too yesterday once, and I get worried about that. But both times I 7'd out, right? So it ends up being okay. It just feels like I'm used to big don'ts, but for some reason those odds, I don't know. It's mental block. But whatever, we're doing good. We're up $4,000 so far in our chase to 100. So we have a long way to go, but we're doing damn good. And I'm tickled at where we are right now. So there's that. On the come out roll, we have this to talk about today. Daily paycheck today, time TBD. I have a doctor's appointment at 10 o'clock. So I've got to be there at like 9:45. So I'm just not going to do a show until I get back. So when I get back from the doc, as long as work is okay, we'll do a show 11 to noon hour, most likely. So it'll be TBD. Sorry about that, but I can't help it. Life is life, right? I think the only thing on tap is Big AZ has his Yazzie challenge tonight. And that's it. There's no live from anybody else because they're all in Chicago and Atlantic City and in Vegas chasing the 10X tier point thing with Caesars. So everybody that we know and love is out, except for the 5 of us that are here today, right? Those of us that are here, we're doing our thing. The rest of them are out there making all the money in all the casinos and getting those 10X points. So good luck to everybody that's out there. Go crush it. Looking forward to all the stories when they get back. And of course, we'll have our own story to tell here in a few weeks, right? I think about, what is it, Ian? I think Ian's in the audience. 2 weeks, everybody comes to Seattle. We're doing a little meetup out here. You may have heard of it. Jeremy from Color Up, Alfredo from Texas Crap Shooters, maybe Jeff, I don't know. A few others are coming out to come hang with us. Corey's going to come. Sith Lord Espy be here to hang with us. Jan will be here, of course. Yeah, do a couple of casino nights here, a little bit of drinking night here, play in the house. It'll be fun. So we'll give you a nice report on that when that one is finished as well. So that's it. That's all my announcements. I want to get right to it. I want to get right into what in the hell am I doing here? So we are playing 130 across 5 ways this week against a monster roll. And it's funny the comments that I get. I've gotten the same comment probably 15 times between emails and text messages and comments on the videos that I'm doing. It sure is easy to win $1,000 when you know the outcome. And I'm like, well, no shit, Sherlock. What do you think I'm doing here? Like, we know the outcome. Like, and I don't mean to be rude about that, but shit, we know the outcome. We know that it's a 51 roller. And the point of me doing this is to say, we all build these right side strategies, right? I've done it. Waylon's done it. Everybody's built a strategy that's supposed to be the one, right? The perfect strategy to on a monster roll, the triple X is the best way to play, or whatever they say, right? Well, we have a monster roll in front of us. We can actually run our strategies against an actual casino 51 roller and say, well, put up or shut up. How would your strategy have done against that roll? And would you actually have left when you say you would have left? All those questions get answered here, right? And I think it's fun to watch. Waylon puts out yesterday in the chat, just play 640 across and collect every time. Well, sure. If you had $640 to throw out there and you collected every single time, you'd make $6,000 because we know we have 29 rolls that happened, right? That were collectible rolls. If you're doing that at 130 across, your collects are $20 a roll, right? Not $100 a roll. So the outcome is way different. This is a good chance to look at what does same betting look like versus what does half pressing look like versus what does power pressing look like versus what does tier pressing look like versus what does a molly look like against the same set of rolls. I'm sorry, my dog is squeaky toy. Close the door. Against that same set of rolls. It's a good test bed, I think. And I think we have an opportunity to take care of it, so we're going to do that. Here are the questions that you see, though, right? And the reason why I started this week this way was this. Somebody says, blah, 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 rolled a 51 roller. Oh, I'd have made 10 grand on that roll. Okay. Somebody else says, who was there, said to me for sure, I should have made 10 grand on that roll. They were upset with themselves. Somebody else, a new player, says, well, how much should I really have made on that roll, right? And then I have done this before. I've been on the 51 roller where I've only made $1,000. I'm like, is it okay that I only won $1,000 on that roll? Like, the answers to those questions you're going to find when you see the roll happen and you play your stuff against the roll. That, I think, is important to see kind of live and in real time. So to answer the last couple of questions there, how much should I have made on the roll is an impossible question to answer. And if you're asking yourself that question, if you go to a casino and you're on a table and it's a 30 or 40 or whatever roller, right? And you walk away with those last 2 questions saying, God, how much should I have made on that? Did I play it wrong, right? Or you feel bad because you only made $1,000 and somebody else made 5. I know Ed Robinson tells the story of he made $5,000 on a roll and somebody gave him shit and said, I got to teach you how to bet, son. Right? Okay, whatever. Don't spend other people's money, for one. Whoever told that to Ed is a little dangerous right there. But it depends on where your starting level is, right? What are you starting with? You going out there with $44 inside, right? If that's what you can afford to play, 44 inside, and you catch a 51 roller, you're not making $10,000. I got news for you. I don't care what your name is. Unless you roll 26s, you're not making 10 grand when you start with $44. It's just not possible because you're starting so low. And you got to get up and spread out. By the time you get where you're going to be, it's 10 rolls in, right? That's just not a thing. Also, if you're like most people and you're relatively conservative, and I've been in this situation a lot where that roll comes on shooter 7, and I bought him for $1,000, and I've lost $640 or whatever to that point. Every shooter before that person has been terrible. Either I'm on the don't and they're picking me off, or I'm on the right side and they're whacking 7s, and I'm down over half my bankroll. And I missed my last shot. I got my last $200 here. Let's go in, and your whole mindset is going to be, let me get back my $1,000 before I do anything stupid. right? So you're going to be conservative betting. You're probably half pressing. You're probably not going all in. And like, give me back my money. And so it might take you to roll 23 or 24 to get your money back that you've lost up to this point. You're just bankroll even for the day, halfway through a big ass roll like that. And then the rest of the roll happens and all you can do is make about $1,000. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay if that's what your situation was. If you rolled up to the table with 2K and you went, 320 across and the first shooter is a monster roll, yeah, you should make $5,000 on that roll. You should get your money back on the shooter and get all in, right? That should be the time you make money. You can't do that from playing from behind. That's the thing. So don't feel bad about that, right? And again, we want to see here, this week is all about the strategies that are designed for opportunity actually work when the opportunity presents itself. So we have an opportunity here to win some money. So let me show you where we are. I'm going to give you a little bit of the lay of the land here. So first things first, the roll that the shot we're playing on is a casino roll shot by Big AZ on his YouTube channel. You can watch the roll. Okay, this roll had 6 come out winners, 2 come out losers. There were 5 separate points made. So there was a 5-point fire bet hit there. No ATS was hit. Nobody can say I won because of the ATS. There were 29 box hits only out of 51 rolls. There were 21 field numbers out of the 51 rolls. So if you're a pure place better, or if you're a come better, you're probably not getting a whole lot of juice on those field numbers, right? If you're in the field playing an Iron Cross, you might have a little bit of advantage here because of the roll sequence. But 29 box hits out of 51 rolls is only about half. That's not a whole lot. You're expected to get about 60%, right? We're not quite at 60% there. We're actually a little lower than what I would expect to see. 66% you should see. We're a little lower than what I expect to see there. Not very many hard ways. And as you can see by the bottom here, only 2 numbers got to 6. The 6 5s and 6 9s. And when I say those counts, that's the number of hits on the numbers after the point was set, right? Those are score hits. Not a lot in there. I don't know how you make 10 grand on that roll unless you're starting your bets at the black level and moving up from there. If you're starting your chips at the red level, you're not making 10K on a roll like that. Just can't. Okay. Here we go. So let's take a look at the next piece. I'll show you the rolls. We'll come back to this here, but here's the rolls. And you can see what I'm talking about. There are some come out, like here's the first shooter goes 8-6. Let me go actually do this. I can highlight a couple of things for you here that I think are interesting. Here you get a back-to-back, man, 1. Where's my, oh shit. It's not gonna do it. I'll do it over here, hold on. You get this back-to-back 4s, which is kind of nice, right? But again, you don't get paid on the 8, you don't get paid on the 11, right? So out of this nice little roll here, only 3 of those hits are actually paid hits. If you're pressing, you're not collecting there. You're not collecting here. You're only collecting on the 4, and you're maybe pressing on the 8. So if you're playing a full press or just a press first strategy, you're not same betting, you're getting nothing out of the first roll. You're only getting paid on the 4. If you're same betting or half pressing, you're getting paid right away. If you're doing an inside press and pull or something like that, you're getting some juice in here. But that first roll, the first point cycle is not super hot, right? This one's good. This one's actually good. You have a couple of horns in the middle here, but you got a couple of good things coming on. Down here, you get this awful come out sequence. Here's a buckshot, which sucks. This actually kind of sucks too. You get a 6 is the point, no collect there, 1, 2 rolls. That's it before the point gets hit. And again, another bad come out sequence, a bad come out, a bad come out. You got to pay attention to what's happening. When you analyze a big roll, you got to look at where your opportunity actually is. And sometimes the opportunity is not even there. So what we've done to this point is this. I played up and down, 110 inside, $10 4 and 10. We pressed the inside all the way up. We brought it all down to 44 and played from 64 across. That strategy won about $1,000, which is fantastic. That was really, really well done. Yesterday I played Philly Special. I got a lot of heat for it. Oh, the Philly Special sucks. Blah, blah. It's not that big a deal. This one is not complicated. It did take us a while to get our money though. Okay. This one is a $30 6 and 8, $20 5 and 9, $15 4 and 10. The 6 and 8, we press them both and then we collect. 5 and 9, press, collect. 4 and 10, it's a flip, which is a press and collect. All we're doing is pressing and collecting. That's it. There's no more complication in this strategy than that. It's a press the number, collect on the next hit. It's a rhythmic collection. The problem is it needs numbers to repeat. You don't get to collect if you never have a number repeat. Numbers in this roll didn't repeat until the 3rd point cycle. They were all 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and we never got our repeats to happen. It took forever to get the repeaters to come, right? We made it on the first roll, we made some, and it took forever. It got really slow out of the gate, but then once the repeats start coming like they're gonna come on a big roll, this thing really, really built up steam. Today, we're gonna do tier pressure. It's gonna be the same setup, $30, $20, and $15. We're gonna do a full press of whatever number rolls. We're gonna do that until some number repeats or until we get 4 hits. Then we're gonna reset the bets and have a nice, easy inside bet. If we're gonna go from 130 across, I'll probably go 220 inside with the 4 and 10. Full press up, regress back down to a new betting level. That's gonna be the tier pressure. It's a pain in the ass to deal, but it's a money maker. This thing you'll see makes really, really, really strong money. And I'll give you a little sense of, let me get to the thing where we are so far. Let me go to the here. This is the results. The up and down way, 1/11/29. We left $900 on the felt. So it generated about $1,900 in profit, right? We burned 900 of it, but it generated $1,900 in presses, okay? The Philly special brought back $2,000. It brought back about double. It left $1,000 on the felt, not that much more than the half press did, believe it or not. It felt like it did, but it didn't. It generated an even $3,000 in money. So when I look at the generated money, that's really what's in my rack, what I left out there, minus what I started with. That's how much money it generated. Now, it generated 3 and I burned 1,000. That's on me as the player. To burn that, whatever's on the felt, that's my decision to have burned the money. But know that the play style generated 3K. The other one generated 2K. Let's go, and I'm gonna go remind you of what tier pressure is. We're gonna play this today. This one will generate more money. It will lose more money. It will bring back more money. It's gonna be a little bit more of a hardcore, a super aggressive strategy on the same roll. So let's go to the table. Let's just go and stop talking about it. Let me go over there and let's roll the tier pressure version of this thing out. Let me get to the zoom in table view. Oh, not that one. We'll do this one with the lights. There we go. I will spread the bets out on the table today, by the way. Where's my light? Come on, light, turn on. Turn on light. There we go. I'll spread the bets out so you can see them a little bit better, because the bets are going to get a little bit, I don't want to say nuts, but they're going to get a little bit big and a little bit like not, I don't want to say non-standard, but a little bit non-standard. So let me do this. We have our 130 is set up right now and roll 1 is sitting there. I'm going to get the rolls up on my phone so that I can get the dice quickly. And what we're going to do is we're going to set the dice as the rolls happen. And you see them on your screen. Let me go get the other the screen up where you can see the rolls happen. Hold on a second. Let's go to this one. There we go. You can follow along with me. The rolls you see on screen are what the dice are too. And the way this one works, again, I got 130 out. So it's $20, $15. Again, I'll spread these bets out so you can see the chips that are out here, like so. It's just easier to see that way. So we're gonna do a full press of whatever number hit. This is like what Ed would call trend betting. But whatever hits is getting hammered on, right? We're looking for numbers to repeat. And when they repeat, we're gonna pull the bets down, reset our table. Okay, here we go. Let's get started here. The puck is off. The first thing we get is a point of 8. Not working to come out. Then we catch a 4-2-6 right here, $35. Okay, we're gonna press it all the way up to $60 and put $5 in the rack. Then we catch hard 4. $15 is gonna pay $27. I'll do better with the VIGs today, by the way. We're gonna full press it to $40. It's a buy, $2 in VIG. Then we catch a repeater, a 1-3-4. Okay, so 40 is going to pay $80, and we're done for the shooter. Okay, what I want to do now is reset the 4 and 10 back to $15, and I want to get to as close as I can here to 220 inside, if I can do it. I may not be able to do it without the greens. If I can't, we'll get close to it. But I've got 60 on my 6 already. There's 60 on my 8. There is 50 on my 9. And there is 50 on my 5. 220 inside. Okay? I'll take back $15. Okay, so tier pressure works, again, full press until you get something to repeat. Again, I gotta remember to spread these out for you so you can see them. Full press till something repeats. Then we're gonna squeeze the inside and get a nice even inside bend. Make me look like 220 inside. Now we're gonna do an inside press and pull before we pull money back. I want you to see how much money comes back when that happens. The 11, nothing. Then we get a winner 8. Winner 8, okay, that's gonna pay 70 bucks. I'm gonna pay it like this though. We're gonna go, there's 50, 70 bucks. We're gonna do $66 pressure, which means 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'll take those two and make them whites. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Look at $4 change. So the 6 and 8 look like $78. I'll make those reds into greens. Okay, so 66, press inside, please. They know what to do. This is not a hard press for them. Now what you got is 78, 78, and 65. Okay, these will pay 70 plus 21, $91 on the inside here, on the next set of rolls. Puck is off. So tier pressure, you get full press until something repeats, or you get 4. Then we're gonna go clean up the inside, make it an even bet. 1 full press, and then a regress down. That's roll 1. Roll 1 is in the books, okay? Roll 2, I actually preset roll 2. This will be the one time it goes fast for us. Here's roll 2, okay? We catch a 6-5 yo on the come out. Who cares? Then we catch a 9. That's the point. Point is gonna be a 6-3-9. Boom, okay? Then we catch the 5. 5 is gonna, as you know, pay $91. That's our pressing down, $75, $91. So we did the full press of the 4 worked. We squeezed the inside. We went up a unit, up a full press, and now we got the collect. This is like the skill 66, but from 220, okay? What I do now is we're gonna take this down and reset it. So watch for my next, I'm gonna level myself up to something like 270 across. And what that looks like is gonna be basically this. We're gonna go back to 220 inside. Watch what I do. We're gonna go to 220 inside, 220 inside, and I'll put quarters on the 4 and 10. We're gonna level the outsides up, okay? Like so, that's gonna cost me $2 in VAD to get those quarters up. And we bring back to our rack all this mess in here. I'm gonna color up the reds for you. We have exactly 130 plus some white. So there's our 130 starting. There is whatever this is in here. I got about 25, I got 29 bucks in locked profit, and I'm out here at 270. Okay, so we are at roll 8 or 9. Roll 8 or 9. We have our money back. I got 30 bucks basically in profit in the rack, and I got 270 out here. Boom, right? Compare that to the half press and compare that to the Philly special, right? Having 270 out here in an instant is really pretty cool, okay? But again, this strategy doesn't have you regressing anymore. It's always pressuring up these levels. Let's go through it again, okay? Now we're gonna catch a new one. It's gonna be the 4. We start the whole process over. 4 pays 50 bucks, okay? That's a full press, goes to $75, okay? There's my VIG. We're gonna catch a 10, same thing. It goes 50 bucks, it goes to 75. Again, we gotta pay the VIG on that, $2 change. We catch an 11 that nobody cares about, a 2 that nobody cares about, and a 6 pays 70 bucks. Gotta do your math here, right? That's 1 full press, 2 full press. The third one is here. This is gonna go to 90 bucks. I'm sorry, to 120 with $10 change. You're thinking, my God, taking forever, right? But again, on a roll, we talk about this 51 roller being a roll where you just don't get the repeaters. Like it takes a while for the roll to get into the groove. 4, 10, 6, it's like we're everywhere. We're bouncing around. So again, we're looking for one thing to repeat. The 4 repeated the first roll, or you get 4 hits. Here's gonna be the 9 winner. That's our 4th hit. It pays 70 bucks, okay? So we're gonna get set up like we did last time. We're gonna set the inside up again. Watch what I do here, okay? Make the inside look like 330. I started out at 270 across. the inside bet becomes like the next like number up from that basically. So it's going to be 330 inside. I'm going to get quarters for that. Black. It'll take almost all your wins that you're pulling down to make it happen. There's the 330 inside. We'll do 50 bucks on the 4 and 10. I'm going to bring back a little bit. A little bit you bring back here is not where the money's made. The money's made on the up and down, on the tier. Okay, this is going to go away. The next roll comes out, and it's going to be a 4 hard. Let's get the 4 hard set. It doesn't really matter. That's hard, not betting the hard ways, but 4 hard. We got a 5. We got another 5, so we'll do a 4-1, 4-1-5, 5-5. Then we get a 6. We'll do a 6, 4-2. Then we catch 2 9s in a row, so we'll do a 5-4. We can do a 6-3, and then we get a winner 4, 1, 3, 4. There's the next roll. That's on that. The third line down is this next roll. So what happens here? Well, point gets set. It's a 4. Remember, we're in the inside press part. Now we're going to look for up and down in here if we can do it, right? We got a 4-1-5. Fantastic. It pays 105. I'll actually pay it like this. Oh, these should be spread out for you. Sorry. I'll spread them. I keep forgetting to do that. There's your spreads. Okay. Pays 105. I will power press by a nickel because we're going to go 110 inside pressure. Okay. What that looks like is this. They will be 100 each. 6 and 8 will be 120. So I'm going to press them to blacks. Catch a 4-1-5. Beautiful. 140. We can do 150 actually. 150 for 10 on that. 150 for 10. And that tier is done. We got 4 inside hits. We're 4 across hits. We got 2 inside up and down hits. We're done. Now we can reset our bets to the next level up. And the next level up to me is 500 across. Okay. So 500 across is going to look like this. We're going to go on the inside. 440. 500. We'll do, actually we can do, we do 120 here. We can do this, 120 and 100, 140 payments in here. We'll leave those at 100. It's actually going to be 540, which is fine. We'll bring back 150 bucks on this one. And now we're set up again to go. Okay. We went from 130 to 270. Now we're at 540. The next one we'll do is 700 if we can make it work. Catch a 6, 140, 125, 140. We'll exchange the cap and spread these guys out. 20 bucks coming back. Now look, we're not making a ton of money here. The rack has only got about 200 bucks in profit. There's a ton of money out here. That's about to change. Okay. We're going to catch a 9. It's going to pay 1. Again, we'll do 150 for 10 and a full press of the 9. So now the 6 has been pressed. The 9's been pressed. We need a repeat to get out of here. There's your repeater. 250 pays 300. Okay. And that completes the first part of the series. Now the inside, right? We're going to make the inside look like 440 to start. We started out with 500 and change. We can make the inside look like 440, or maybe better, maybe we'll make the inside look like 550, right? That's a pretty cool place to start. Let's do that. Let's actually go to 550 with it. There's 4 greens. 550 inside. I'll keep the 4 and 10 at 50 bucks. And I'm going to bring back, look at this. We can bring back 400 and whatever this is, 400 and change we can bring back. Okay. If I wanted to get really, really aggressive here, which you're in your purview to do, you can go boom, 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 and press all of that up, right? Make the inside, hammer it, right? I've done the tier pressure that way versus bringing back that first little hit, right? I like to have the inside a little higher on the second round when I'm doing the inside move here. Starting it at the same place we started the roll doesn't get you the juice that you really need. So if we did this and went here, 250, 250, and the insides here, right? They would need a power press to get to 300. I'll probably leave the 6 and 8 at 240 instead of power pressing it to 300. You could drop more money out here. Making them look like 240 is the smarter move, I think. So I'm going to get reds here. We'll go to 240 and bring back another quarter. All right, now we're looking for the inside up and down on this level. Can we do that, right? There's a 4. That completes the point. That's $100 on the end right there. That'll cost me a nickel and vig. And we're gonna press that guy up. That 4 is working independently of the inside right now. The insides are what we're looking for, okay? Puck's off, boom, boom. Next roll. Let's see where he gets to here. Next roll is gonna be, I think, is it the short one or is it the, yeah, the next roll is a short one. It's the 595, that's an easy one. So we're gonna get a 5. I hate this roll. 5, and then a 5 at the end, and then a 9 in the middle. This roll sucks because it sucks, right? You get a point of 5. Beautiful, right? Whatever. You catch a 9, okay? That's great. 250 pays 300, okay? And again, we're in the press and pull phase here, right? Remember we squished into the inside. So with $300, what I can do is I can press easily 220 inside. It's the easiest press. Or I can press 320. I can drop $20 and make it a 320 press. Or I can go 220. Let's power press it. Since we collected last time, let's power press it. We'll go 320 inside. 1, 2, I need some greens. There's $320, which means adding 50, 50, sorry, 75. And where did I mess up my reds? Did I say 320? I did say, no, I should have said 330. Sorry, my bad. 330 inside. All right, this makes the 5 and 9 look like 325. We can just make them even. Let's just make them 300 even. This is why I say the tier pressure is a pain in the ass because you forget the levels. $300 on the 5 and 9. We'll do the 6 and 8. Let's make them look like an even 300. All right, they're all at 300. That's what we'll do. We'll do them all at 300. That's an easier way to do it. Actually, I can go 360. No, we'll do $300. I'll keep the bets even. It just to keep it easy. I don't want to go make it nuts. We'll exchange those in. We'll make it even. $300 on the inside. So everything on the inside is $1,200 now. Okay. And again, that was your first press. That was the press on that 9 hit, right? Now we catch the 5. Okay, and 300 pays 420. So that was a shitty roll normally, but because we're tier pressured up, it ends up being kind of a beautiful thing. All right, now we're gonna go 750 across. Okay, 750 across looks like this. 750 across. Let me get some greens. One of my favorite bet levels. It's 150 on the 6 and 8, 125 on the 5 and 9, and 100 on the 4 and 10. That's 750 across. 550 inside, $100 on the outside. Look what's coming back though, right? The tier pressure takes a hot minute like the other one did, but when you start getting these levels up, it clicks. We're bringing back right now on that hit $1,000. There comes $1,000. I'll get 2 purples for that. Right? So just like that, you cross into the next level, right? Which is a big deal. Okay? When this thing gets high, again, the higher the bets, obviously the more opportunity. Tier pressure is a pain to deal. You got to know like where you're headed before these bets get out there. Like I'm kind of winging it here, right? But as you're in the rack, you're going to have to, and I'm trying to go fast, obviously. So we got to take our time at the real table. All right, 750 across. Puck is off. Next roll is going to be the stupid one. All right, it's a 7, come out 7. It's a 7, come out 7. It's a come out ace deuce. So all these rolls are horseshit for us. 7, 7, ace deuce, nobody cares. Then we get a 6, a 10, and a 6. All right, so there's the 3. We'll do a 4, 2, 6. We get a 6 and a 4 for a 10. Then we catch another 6. It comes hard the second time, so 6 hard. All right, there's the next roll. 7, nothing. 7, nothing. 3, nothing. 6, we get nothing out of it. Okay, we're gonna get a 10. It's gonna win $200. Stack it on up. Pay that vig. Okay, next roll is gonna be a 6 for 175. That's what it pays. That's the point. And we stack it up. It's gonna become a $300 6. That's 2. Quarter comes back to the rack. We've got 2 hits out of the 3 that we need. There's the 10. There's the 6. Bring them back. The next roll is going to be, again, a weird one. It's going to be an 8, a winner 8. So it's the buckshot. There's a 6, 6, 2, 8, and a 6, 2, 8. So again, we set the point at 8. We catch an 8. Again, it's 175. We're going to press it up to $300. So the 6 is at 3, the 8's at 3, and the 10's at 3. They're all at $300. That's 2. It's 3 out of the 4 hits that we need. We're still not there. We're still not there, right? We have to get the 4th hit or something repeats. The next roll is going to be the 1, and then we can do the inside thing again. Here we go. Next shooter, or next point is going to be a 3, a 2, 1, 3. It looks like, right? A 2, 1, 3. Loser on the front line. Then we got a 7, a 6, 1. Then we got a 9. So we do a 3 and a 6 for a 9. That's going to be our point when it comes. We catch a 12, 8, 5, 9. All right, so a 12. Then an 8. There's a 2, 6, 8. Then a 5. We'll do a 4, 1. And finally the winner 9. There we go. Let's run this one. So 3, nothing for us. 7, nothing for us. The 9 is the point. Now we need one more thing to hit up in here, right? There's a 12, nothing for us. Again, look at this garbage here, right? Monster roll with a bunch of hooey in it. Then we catch an 8. Finally, we get a repeater, and it's a good one. It pays $420, right? Or $350 rather, $350. That's fantastic. We started with $750. Let's go to $880 inside. Okay, $880 inside looks like 2 blacks per number. So it's like 20, 20, 24, and 24. Okay, let's get, let me get these 2 turned into reds. Nice easy one for the dealers. Okay, there's 240. There's 240. We're going to bring back $320 to the rack. I'll leave the 4 and 10, by the way, at 100. I'm going to bring the 10 back. That's another, by the way, bringing back another purple chip as we do the inside hammer. Okay. Here we go. We catch a 5, which is our first inside press. That's going to pay $280. So I'll do 100, 200, 275, 280. Okay, the easiest thing to do here is a 220 press. So it's 220. We'll press by 220 on the inside, right? That means like this. 250, 250. These are going to look like 275, 300. Why am my math wrong here? 300. I got an extra something out there. They should be both going to 300. I have an extra nickel somewhere. Oh, no, I don't. I had it right. They go to $300. This looks like 1110 inside. Should look exactly like your 110 inside, but it's all done with black chips now. Okay, that's your first press, right? Yeah. No. That was the 8 was our pull. This is our first inside move here. Then we catch the 9 that pays $350. Okay, so we did our 320 press or our 220 press. Now we get the collect on one of those. That brings the whole thing back down again. And now what I do is go from $750, I go to $1,000 across. Okay, the next level up is $1,000, all the way across though. So we're going to do this. We're going to go take it all down. And a nice easy way to do that is to go back to 880 inside, where you just were. 880 inside is fine. We can do 980 and 1080. We'll do it 1080 across like that. So we'll do like this. I'll bring all these back. $240, $240, 25 coming back, or 10 coming back from that change. And look at this here. Another purple chip is coming. And there's another $500. Tearing up, next level, and bringing back another purple chip. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. There you go. That's that shot. Puck is off. Now we're getting to the skinny now. Now we have the last couple, we know what's the last couple of rolls. There's an 11. We got a 5. We got a 9. Another 11. Yes, another 11. Yeesh. More garbage rolls, right? A 6, a 4, and a 5. So we have a 6. We have a 3, 1, as a 5, and a 3, 1, 4. We'll say 3, 1, 4. 1, 3, 4. Okay, so we have an 11 on the come out. It means nothing to us. We set a point of 5. We get a 9. It pays 250. Full press, right? I'm sorry, 280. 280. 20 pays 28. 200 pays 280. Now we're at 480. Might be easier, right, to just leave it at 400. Little easier math here, right? 400 to pay 560. I'm probably going to do that just to keep it simple, right? Like sometimes you power press, sometimes you even press just to make the numbers better. All right, 11, nothing. 6 with, we have what? 240 on the 6. It pays, again, 275, 280. We'll take the cap. We'll do a full hammer. Ah, my God. Looks like 480 with 20 bucks coming back. Or the cat coming back. There's the greens. The rack is a mess, and I'm sorry. 314, that's 1, 2. The 4 pays 200 bucks. Minus that VIG. It goes to 300. Now we have 1, 2, 3 things that have been hit. We need something to repeat for us or get a 4th hit. We got our 4th hit. It's a 415. Okay. 200 pays 3. We'll do 280. Actually, I'll do 300 for 20. Make it look like 4 and bring back a black. All right. That's the puck being off. Okay, there's that one. And that was the 5 winner. Okay, here we are. We're going to be in a hard, we know what's going to happen. This is going to be the end of the roll. This is the end of it. We're going to leave a shit ton of money out here, right? We're going to get a 7. Let's log it up. There's a 527 on the come out. We're going to catch a 10. We'll do it as a 6-4. That'll be our point. We're going to catch an 8, a 6-2, and then we're going to 7 out. This is how the roll is going to end for us. So 7 does nothing. The 10 does nothing. Actually, I'm screwed up here. My bad. We got to reset our bets because I screwed this up. These should have been pulled back. Okay, we were at 1, 2, 3, 4. We did get our 4th hit. My mistake. So this is going to go down to 100. We're going to go on the inside. Now we were at $1,000. That's again, we're going to go to 1080 inside. So we'll go to 25, 5, 300, 300. On the 6 and 8, I need a green for the 5 and 9. We're going to bring these back. That's another purple. Okay, purple goes in, the black goes in. Oh, yeah. Okay. And the red goes in. Okay, there's our set. We're going to catch an 8, which is going to pay 420. We're going to press it all the way up to 600. Bring this back to the rack. And then we know what happens next. Big red comes, we catch a 7, and we're out. So the roll is going to end right there. So tier pressure, as you can see, it's an aggressive son of a gun. It gets a ton of money out here. And it takes a little bit of thinking to kind of make that work. But here we go. Let's take a look at what we burned. How much burned today? We burned 500, 1,000, 1,500, $1,600 burned on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So $1,600 was the burn today, which is not great. What did it generate for us? Let's color it up. Super aggressive, bit of a pain in the ass, but is it worth it? There's $75 in reds. Was it worth it to go through all that pain? Let's find out. The greens are going to be 4, 200, 300, 400, 500, 625 in green. $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $600 in greens. Okay. In blacks, we had the 600 from the greens, and here's a couple of blacks from the rack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $1,000 in black. That's 2 purples. And in purples, I had collected 1,000, 2,000, and 500. So we collected 3,500. 35.28 comes off the table. 35.28. We lost 1,600. Okay, so you see how this is $1,000 better than Philly Special was. Philly Special was $1,000 better than the half press. Right? The more aggressive you get chasing opportunity, when the opportunity arises, you can make some hay. When it arises, if you're ballsy enough to stay in the roll that long, which granted, we're not all that ballsy. This is again to show you that a right side strategy that was designed to hammer a monster roll can hammer it when it comes if you're willing to play it. Okay, it's so hard to show these strategies when I'm rolling and I'm randomly rolling. I'm getting 4 or 5 rolls because obviously these are designed for this roll. They're not designed for the short roll. Although it's instructive to see in this particular strategy, after that second or after the 5th or 6th roll, we were up $300. We just chose to keep playing. We were up $300 in a heartbeat, right? So let's put that in the books. That's, what is that again? 35.28 and $1,600 in losses. I'm actually going to go right in front of you and put this into the system. I want to put that in there because I want to make sure that we are honest about it. Let me go here. Give me a second to edit this out here. That was tier pressure made 35.28, 3,000, comma 528. We left 1,600 on the felt. The total there is 35.28 plus 1,600 minus 130 we started with is 49.98. So it generated 49.98. Not bad. Not bad, right? That's actually pretty solid. That thing generated $5,000 in money just by following the rolls. So let's come back to me. There's your total. Oh, geez, that's the light is bright. Bright light. There we go. I shorted myself twice. Did I pay $300 in those? I thought I paid $350 on those. Maybe I didn't. All right. Anyway, if I shorted myself twice, then I owe myself $100. Regardless, here's where it is, right? That thing landed, right? It generated 5K. And look at what these things generate, right? The regular come down, play it easy, go back up, generates 2K. You brought back 1,000. The other one generates 3K, you brought back 2,000. This one generated 5K, you brought back 3,500. Notice, I think, they generate a lot more the more aggressive you get, which is not rocket science. Of course, you're going to generate more money when you're more aggressive. But the knock on the Philly pressure, on the Philly special and the tier pressure, they don't collect enough. They collected a higher percentage of the generated money than the half press did. The half press only collected about half of the money that it generated. The other ones collected, the Philly special collected 2/3 of the money that generated, they collected. This one here collected 3,500 out of 5,000, right? Better than 2/3. So these aggressive strategies seem like they're insane, and they kind of are, but they collect a higher percentage of the revenue generated by them if you stick in them. And again, it takes a monster. Like I'm not trying to bullshit you here. It takes perfection. It takes this. You need to get a monster roll. Could have you won 10K on that roll? I started with 130, right? If my first bet was the 550 across, or whatever it was, 540 across. If I started at 540, that's $10,000 roll. We started at 130. We started 3 tiers below that one bet sequence. If you start higher, that thing is a hammer, right? But it takes a minute, like the Philly did. It took a minute to get to where you want to be. I think when you compare, to me, when I compare the Philly special and the half press and this one, it's all about getting out of the gate. The half press, you feel like you're making money all the time because you are. Every hit, coming back. Always money coming back. This one, nothing came, or the Philly special, nothing came back until like roll 10 when we cut our first repeater and we really got money in the rack. This one, we made $300 in the first 5 rolls. We left it on the table and we let it build its own steam. That takes balls to do that, right? And I think I mentioned this yesterday, Philly special or tier pressure, I don't recommend you play those right away. Let me go back to the roll sheet. This is an important point here. We go back to the rolls, which are here. Where are the rolls? Nope. Here we go. In all three of these strategies, in the Philly special, in tier pressure, and in the half press, in the first roll, let me get my drawing pad. In this roll here, whoa, what happened? In this roll here, all three of them were even. They all made their money back, right? The inside, the up and down, right? We took a hit. We got 2 hits here, and we got our second hit here, right? That was full press, full regress. Half presser was playing for free after the first point was made. Philly special, full presses the 6, full presses the 4, collects on the 4, right? That's the first one. And then the 8 is their collect. They collect on the 4 and they collect on the 8. They are also even after the first shooter. The tier pressure, which we saw today, full press, and right here, they got their first collect. They were actually even. And after this hit and this next hit on the 5 right here, it took them to here. At this point, the tier pressure was good. So it took them an extra 3 rolls or an extra couple of rolls to get to being good. At this point, they are plus 300 and even. These two are just even. So really you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rolls. Everybody was even or up. The tier pressure took longer to get even and up because it doesn't do anything until it gets even and up. Philly special got even in the first 6. But from this point forward, it took till about here for the Philly and for TP to show profit. They were both kind of pressing, waiting. The half press guy's collecting on every single number, right? So if the roll ends anywhere up in here, he's making money. These guys are making nothing. So when you're playing home run or bust, like these strategies are, you're going to get nothing sometimes. And I think that's a lesson we all have to learn. And hopefully you saw that. You felt it out here like, okay, he's not making any money. John's making no money. What's going on here? And then all of a sudden the money starts, then the floodgates open up on these things once you get past the point. But when you're playing home run or nothing, it's literally home run or nothing. Sometimes it's going to take you till, roll 15, 20 before you start really seeing it. It may not be for everybody. But when you evaluate a right side strategy, and I told you, I think last week about how to practice, this is the way you practice it. You put a set of rolls out there that you know have happened. You put your strategies against those rolls, you play them out and you go, I don't want to play this way. Jen said, I will never play Philly special because it took too long. Cool, you learned something, right? That's great. Some of you might go, Philly special is awesome. I just want to, whatever. Some of you might like what you saw today, even though it's a pain in the ass to deal it. You go, that's pretty cool, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, squeeze to the inside, full press, boom, and you're bringing purple chips back, and you're regressing with purple chips coming. Like that's a beautiful thing. They made $4,000, almost $4,000 today, right? You may hate that, you may love that. I don't care. Do it. You'll react how you react to the strategies, but I think that seeing them play out against the big roll is the key. I think you got to see them play it against the big roll. And I know the answer. Oh, that's the wrong button. What did I do? I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, we know the answer, obviously. But knowing the answer doesn't change the game. Knowing the answer doesn't change the game. Knowing the answer gives you a way to kind of look at it and go, I just don't like that. I'd rather be collecting early than collecting late. Good. Then you learn from watching how this thing plays out. This roll set, I think, is a good one. It's a good, interesting one because it's not a stellar 51 roller. It's an average 51 roller. It's a pretty average roll. And it's hard, you can see it's hard to make money on this one. Tomorrow, by the way, we're doing something, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go press the color tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be basically a triple X. We're gonna start out the same 130, okay? But I'm gonna full or power press everything. You will see nothing come into the rack that's not a black chip. Until I get a black chip, nothing's coming back on the first round. It might take me 10 rolls to get there. I don't know how long it's gonna take. But we're gonna press to black. And then we're gonna collect a black chip on every number. And then that number is gonna go till it brings back a purple chip. And if we can do it, we're gonna bring back banana chips. So we're gonna press the numbers to color. It's gonna happen a lot faster the higher we go, right? From red to black takes a minute. from black to purple is pretty quick. From purple to yellow is easy, right? That's tomorrow. Press to color, super aggressive. Nothing's coming back to that rack for a while. You're going to watch me go nothing, 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 home run. If you want to be the triple Lux guy and say, I only care about the big ones, if you're a big bankroll player, what you're going to see tomorrow, starting out at maybe whatever, 320 across or 640 across, that would be a great way to play. If you don't care about your money, tomorrow's a great way to play if you don't care about your money. And then Friday, we're going to come back. Friday Follies, I'm going to do 3-point Molly. We're going to come back and bring it all back home and play a nice $10 comeback with max odds on the same set of rolls. How does a regular 3-point Molly with a short staircase of the comeback size do on the same series? We'll find out tomorrow. And that's my show. I think we're going to go here. There's our totals. I see nothing in the PC bar. We have 30 people here. Nobody watched the show today. Everybody's out gambling. They're all in Vegas and Chicago and wherever else. They all missed a good one. That's a good roller right there. Nobody else has any questions. Corey says I screwed up my dealing, which I always do. Mark the Point says you got a video where you say collect your profits because left over $700 on the table on a 20 roller. True, man. And I think that comes to this. That comes into this screen here, the last screen, which is the revenue generation, right? Collect whatever you got, what's on the felt, together it's yours, right? Tier pressure, I could have brought back $5,000. If I'd have been like, I'm done playing now, bring back the 5K. Totally could have brought back 5K. That burn money, the felt burn money is part of your generated. I think it's important for us to find ways to bring in higher percentage of the generated money where we can, when and where we can. Line bet with max odds. I will. So when I do on Friday, it'll be a line bet max odds and 2 come bets. So we'll do a traditional 3-point money. Line bet max odds, come bets. As the bets win, they're going to go up by a nickel. Okay. The line bets, I will not increase the line bet on the come out winners. I'm telling you that right now because I'm going to do it when the point gets hit. A $10 line bet becomes a 15 the next time. If a come out 7 happens, I'm not going to go 15 to 20. I'm only going to generate extra income on the line bets when the number hits, not when the come out hits. All right. And I might throw an option in there of playing the field. I might play the field while I'm in the come. I like doing that as a player anyway. That could be an option for us on Friday. That'll be Friday. Friday Follies will be like the most low key strategy of the week. It'll be super, basic and boring, nice and simple, but it's going to be a great lesson, I think, in going crazy like we just did with all this money on the table and going steady Eddie. And what does the math say? What does the math guy way to play do on a roll like this? It's going to be interesting. We had all the points hit, a lot of repeaters in there. Let's see how it does. All right, guys, I got to get out. My final thoughts are this. I appreciate y'all. I always say that. Good luck to the guys that are playing in AC in Chicago and in Vegas on the 10X tier thing. Go get your money. Go rack up those tier points. I'll see you next week when you get back looking for the reports. And with that said, I am outie. Have a good day, and I'll see you for the daily paycheck sometime later today. I'm not sure when. Peace.